Hey! Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, hello. My name is Emma. I'm 25. I'm from Sweden. And on this channel, I document my attempts at becoming a better person. If you're interested in seeing how that has been going, or if you want to know the details about that, you can watch my previous videos. But to make a long story short, that is what my channel is about. Today we are outside, and there's a reason for that actually. I have said in at least one video that I would love to host or attend a garden tea party. Thing is, I don't have a garden and I have nobody to invite as of right now, so I improvised. So I decided to make a video outside and dress up as if I was attending a garden tea party. This is what I would wear if I ever went to one of those. And we don't have tea, but we have soda, which works just as well. This morning when I did my skincare routine, something got in my eyes. So if I'm shutting my eyes like this, it might either be because of the sun or because my eyes are stinging. But that is not what I wanted to talk about. I actually tried to do this exact video yesterday, but it didn't go well because, for one, I forgot my AirPods at home, and the sun, I can barely speak, I'm sorry. The sun was shining even brighter than it is today, making it very difficult to open my eyes. So I did it today instead, which I don't mind. I really enjoy doing videos like these outside, so more than likely there will be more videos like this. Aside from everything that I have already said, there is a specific something that I would like to talk about today, which is how much progress have I actually made? And by that, I mean that I start every video with, hang on, this doesn't fit the outfit, but it makes it easier to open my eyes. But as I was saying, I start every video. It's so warm. Now go away, spider. You have not been invited to this tea party. As I was saying, I open every single video of mine with, on this channel, I document my attempts at becoming a better person, because that is what I'm trying to do. And because I have been doing quite a few videos at this point, I figured it would be a good idea to have a look of, or how do you say this? It would be a good idea to see how much progress I've made. And not only is it a good idea, but I think now is the time, because today is July 2nd. And on the 25th of July, I will be turning 26. So I figured that now at the end of my 25 years, I can do some inner reflection, introspection, I don't know what it's called, but just check up on myself and see if there is anything I need to change, or if anything has gone worse, or if anything has gone better, which hopefully things have gotten better, because that is what this whole YouTube channel is about anyway. But you never know. So that is the reason why I'm making this video. I realize now I forgot to bring paper towels or paper tissues to wipe my nose with, so I'm gonna be going throughout this entire video probably. I apologize. There is an ant on my drink. So when I initially made this channel, I was quite desperate for a change, because every day was just the same. Nothing ever happened. No progress was being made. I didn't grow. Nothing happened. Like, time stood still. It drove me nuts. And so I really needed to vent. So I made my YouTube channel. Well, the YouTube channel existed before that. I just didn't upload. I only used it so that I could like videos and whatnot, make playlists and stuff. And this is, how do I explain this? My first videos are a mess, to be honest. I personally think they're quite cringe, and I can't really look at them, or I can't really watch them, sorry, with a straight face, because they're just so ridiculous. I'm like freaking out in them. It's so obvious that I'm like really frustrated, and that I'm really frustrated. It almost seems like I'm talking in a hurry. There is a word that I'm looking for that I can't remember what it is. Spastic is the word that I can think of. I'm frustrated. Erratic. That's it. In my first few videos, well, I don't know how many videos can be considered my first, but in the beginning of my YouTube journey, whenever I made videos, I was always very frustrated, very erratic. I was rambling and I was talking 100 miles per hour, or whatever you say. And that is the result of having bottled up so many things throughout my life, so that when I finally had the chance to talk about it, it just burst out like a flood of vomit. And it's not a good look, to be honest. At least I don't think so, and I'm the one that's making the videos, so I mean, what can I say? There had been a long time since I could really speak my mind. So when I finally got to speak my mind, it was kind of crazy. But nowadays, when I make videos, that doesn't happen. Which means that there has been an improvement. Which is exactly what I have been trying to achieve with this YouTube channel. I'll throw that out later. Littering is not cool. What I mean by improvement, I think I said improvements in my sentence like 30 seconds ago, but there has been improvement because my videos currently as opposed to how they were in the beginning, are calmer, they are more rational. I think out of more perspectives than just one. I try to be logical, and I try my best to make the healthiest choices in multiple aspects of my life, but in my videos too. Like the words that I choose the words that I think are the most fair in the context, and I don't try to exaggerate, and I just keep everything as rational as possible, which I didn't do in my first videos, obviously. And honestly, I really can't I look back at my prior videos that I've made, and I don't know. The one thing I can tell is that I wasn't rational, which isn't good. But now it feels like I am more rational, which is good. It feels like hang on. We have the ashtray. Excuse me. Oops. I apologize for being discombobulated. Right. I am no longer acting the way I was acting in my first videos. And to me, it seems like the videos have made a difference. Like the reason I made my YouTube channel, or the reason I'm making videos, has paid off. I don't think that's the right way to describe it. But you get what I mean. And people in the comments have also been saying that they see an improvement, which makes me really, really happy, because maybe it's because I'm biased, because it's myself, and you're always sort of biased against yourself or for yourself. I don't know how it goes, but because it's me that I'm talking about, I think that I'm biased. So when other people agree and say that yes, we do see an improvement, that is just fuel for life, in my opinion. I want to be a good person, which I have said many times. I mean, this channel is about documenting my attempts at becoming a better person. I start every video like that for a reason. And I don't know if it's the heat or something else, but I'm struggling to find my words. I apologize. I want to be a good person, and if people in the comments are saying that I have been making improvements, that further encourages me to attempt to become a better person. I don't know if I'm a good person. I don't know if I'm a bad person. I don't know what kind of person I am. I know very little about anything. There's a bug right in front of my camera. You're not invited. When I first began my channel, I introduced myself as a bad person, which probably was not a good idea. I did introduce myself as a bad person because I was convinced that I was. I had a difficulty telling the difference between my opinion and what other people thought, because I wasn't in contact with other people. There was no one else there to tell me that no, you're a good person, you're a good person. At least not enough for me to go away. At least not enough for me to change my opinion about myself. I think that the best way to find out whether you are a good person or a bad person is to ask other people, because you're always going to be biased towards yourself. That is also one of the reasons why I made a YouTube channel. If I had access to other people's opinions from people who are around me a lot, which I'm not saying you are, but you know me well enough, I think. Actually, maybe not. I don't know where I was going with that, but I think that the best way to tell if you're a good or a bad person is to ask other people who know a lot about you. Because, as I mentioned earlier, you're biased, or maybe I didn't. My memory is terrible, but if I didn't say it earlier, I'll say it now. You are biased towards yourself. You are always going to have a different opinion about yourself than other people, because it is yourself, and everyone thinks differently of themselves. Or maybe they don't, and I'm just wrong. But in my case, I think differently of myself compared to other people because it is myself. Like, I am the two layers that I talk about. I have talked about them in earlier videos. I know my two layers inside and out because they are part of me. So I know what goes on in the deepest parts of myself, which makes me, biased. Other people don't know what's going on inside your deeper layers or your second layer. They don't know the details about who you are, and therefore their perception of you is only what they experience with you. And so I feel still, honestly, like I'm not a good person. Maybe I don't think I'm a bad person, but I cannot confidently say that I'm a good person because it just doesn't fit. I have done a lot of bad things. That's why I was convinced that I was a bad person. I think I've probably talked about this. Well, I must have. When I was younger, I did a lot of things that now disgust me. I've done a lot of bad things. I've said a lot of bad stuff. And every single day, because of it, I live with a very deep-rooted shame and guilt. And I think that it is that shame and that guilt that is partially, at least, encouraging me to work so hard in order to become a better person. And it looks like it has paid off. People that don't know me that well, I don't know how to explain this. People that don't know me that well are telling me that they see, people that don't know me that well is people in the comments, just to clarify. Those people who do know me well are like my family and people who know me in real life. People that don't know me well and people that do know me well have been saying that they see a difference in me, an improvement. And I can't help but be a bit proud of it, because I've been working so hard to achieve it, that now that I have finally achieved a little bit of it, it makes me very happy. My eyes hurt. So it seems to me that this YouTube thing has worked. And it encourages me to keep doing YouTube. Duh. Well, I don't know. This is what happens when it gets really warm. I melt. My brain is melting. It has happened in other videos too, and it is happening in this video as well. What are you gonna do? But the videos have helped me improve in more ways than one. I have learned things that I don't think I would have learned had I not been doing YouTube videos. And I have to say, at least 30% of the improvements that have been made are thanks to people who have been watching the videos. So, thank you so much. I could not have done it without you. And I'm not kidding. I could not have done it without you. I'm not saying that because I want to glaze you up or anything, but fact of the matter is, I wasn't talking to anybody before this. I had no reason to speak, just in general, because there was no one there to listen to me speak. And so now that I have made videos and forced people to listen to me when I speak, I can make the changes that I want to make in order to become a better person. And that feels great. It feels like I'm forgetting something. But then again, it always does. The journey of becoming a better person never ends. There is no like final level or anything. There is no like achievement. Like, I don't know if that's the right word, but you're not gonna get like rewarded the harder you work, because the reward is the work. you putting an effort into being a better person, being kinder, being more understanding, being all that sort of stuff, that is the reward that you get for trying to become a better person. And I don't care about rewards, at least not in this context. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a good person, because being a good person means that others don't react negatively to your presence, I guess you could say. I have said this in another video, I think. I love making other people happy. Because when other people are happy, especially if it's because of something that I have done, something good, that is, it feels like my heart blooms like a flower. It is just pure joy. And I love it. So much so that I'm willing to do it without getting rewarded for it. As I just said, I don't give a fuck about rewards. I don't give a fuck about reaching achievements or whatever. I just want to be a good person because I enjoy being a good person, because I have seen that other people enjoy me being a good person, and I enjoy seeing other people enjoy me being a good person, so I'm gonna be a good person. Like, it's not rocket science. Or maybe it is, but I just I don't know. Oh. Let's see. I brought more than one drink. I apologize for things being a little messy, but hey, that's life, you know? Not everything works out the way you want it to. So, with all that being said, I think that this journey on YouTube that I have been doing has paid off. I have seen improvements in myself. Commenters are saying that they see improvements, which makes me very happy. It's fun. It opens the door to new possibilities or opportunities or whatever you say. It gives me a platform to talk on. Which it doesn't feel, I would rather say that it gives me a reason to talk about the things that I would like to talk about. I don't really care if it's a platform or anything. I just wanna, I wanna be real. I wanna be able to talk about things that I feel the need to talk about, and to just be real. And this YouTube channel has made it possible. And not only that, but there are people telling me that they can relate, which is wonderful. I didn't expect anybody to do that. Well, I don't know. It felt like how do I explain? It felt like I was talking, it felt like these things that I want to talk about are like taboo topics. Like, you're not about to talk about that because you have to keep up a certain image or whatever. I hate that. I can't stand it. Just be real. Fuck what they say. And maybe that's why I haven't had an opportunity to talk about this, because people just don't talk about it, and it sucks. So by having a YouTube channel, I can talk about the things that I want to talk about, and because it's my YouTube channel, then I'm calling shots. So my YouTube channel, my rules, I guess. It feels like I keep coming back to, oh, this YouTube channel is going well, it's going well. But it is. And I'm proud of it. Like, it feels like I have worked really hard and it has paid off. Let me be a little proud, you know? I want to make more videos like these, where I'm outside. I'm on a, hang on. I would love to make more videos like these, where I'm outside on a blanket. It's beautiful weather. I can talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. Oh no. And so I can guarantee you that this won't be the last video of me outside. It really is peaceful. By the way, people, as I mentioned, people say that they find my videos relatable, and that makes me very happy. If there is anything that I can do to encourage you to also work harder on becoming a better person, go away. Oops. Oh no. I hate when that happens. But if there is anything I can do to help, so encourage you to work harder on becoming a better person, then your wish is my command. I have already said that this YouTube channel is gonna keep going, which it is. But I wish there was more that I can do. I just don't know what. I mean, I don't know. Well, there are upcoming videos where I have like actual like tips and tricks on how to become better, for lack of better words, that I will be making sooner or later. But isn't there more? I don't know. Oh, this is something that I brought up earlier, but I went off a side tangent. People say that they find my videos relatable. That's great, makes me very happy. What I wanted to say, and forgot to talk about, is that there are others who have asked how I do these videos, because they also want to do it or whatever. Or maybe they don't, they're just curious. It doesn't really matter. But if you want to make videos like these, the kind of videos that I make, my advice to you would be probably let go of your pride entirely. That way improvements will be made much faster. Admit your faults, own up to your mistakes, and don't have pride. Because when it comes to improvement or working hard to achieve improvement, the lesser the lesser the pride, the more the improvement. I don't know if that's how you say it, but got in my eye. Got in my dress. So let go of your pride. That is my first piece of advice if you want to make videos like these. My second piece of advice is that you don't monetize, because if you monetize, that is going to lesser your chance of having complete like authenticity. That is why I don't monetize. I could monetize if I want to, but I don't want to. And I'm not saying it's authenticity towards the viewers, but towards yourself. Because if you keep making videos to better yourself, then that is going to be your main objective. If you keep making videos to make more money, then that is going to be your objective. And it wouldn't be truly authentic work on improving yourself. So that is my second piece of advice: not to monetize. My third piece of advice, what would that be? Know your limits. I think, I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but certain things you shouldn't talk about in on social media in general, but especially not on YouTube, because some things are just none of your business, and some things are very, very private, and some things are just straight up inappropriate. I'll admit, some of my first videos might tick some of those boxes, like talking about things that are very private or inappropriate or not proper or whatever. But I think that maybe because I made those videos like that, I have learned where to draw the line on what I can talk about and what I can't. So I went through a trial and error in that sense. So know your limits in what is appropriate and not appropriate to talk about. Do I have any more advice? I don't know. I don't think I have more advice. Those are... Maybe I'll have more advice in the future, but as of right now, those are my top 3 tips if you want to make videos the way I make videos. And rest assured, I will be making videos, as in this, I don't know where I was going to that, but I'm gonna keep making videos because I really enjoy it. It helps me improve. It helps other people. And I mean, there are plenty of other reasons that I just can't dig out of my brain because I don't know. But there are so many reasons for me to keep doing videos like these, so I'm gonna keep making videos like these. that's it for today. I don't have more to say. If I forgot anything, I will talk about it in an upcoming video. But other than that, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope, well, I do make these videos for myself, but if you happen to enjoy my videos, then great. I hope you did. I hope this has encouraged you to also put in the work to become a better person. And we'll see when the next video is made. I might be outside in that video too, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for attending my garden tea party, which doesn't have any like tea either way. If I ever had a podcast, I would probably do it like this. I would be outside on a blanket. I would have tea, and I would have cakes and cookies and pastries, and we would be talking about the deeper things in life. And yeah, excuse me, that's the way I would host my podcast. But I don't have a podcast, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oops.